Indonesia, a country of over 17,000 islands, is situated within the Pacific Ring of Fire where tectonic plates frequently shift, causing earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Among these natural disasters, tsunamis are some of the most devastating, often striking with little warning and leaving unimaginable destruction in their wake. One of the most mysterious and terrifying events in recent years was the phantom tsunami that struck the Sunda Strait in December 2018, claiming hundreds of lives and leaving survivors with questions that would linger for years. On the evening of December 22, 2018, people along the beaches of Java and Sumatra, two of Indonesia's largest islands, were celebrating the holiday season. The warm night was filled with the sounds of music, laughter, and families enjoying the calm waves of the Indian Ocean. Suddenly, without warning, a wall of water surged onto the beaches, sweeping away everything and everyone in its path. There had been no sirens, no official warnings, no tremors to suggest an impending disaster. In the hours that followed, it became clear that Indonesia had once again been struck by a tsunami, but this one was unlike any before. The source of the wave was the Anak Krakatoa volcano, which lies between the islands of Java and Sumatra. The volcano, whose name means Child of Krakatoa, is part of the Krakatoa volcanic island group, famous for the catastrophic eruption of 1883, one of the most violent eruptions in recorded history. Anak Krakatoa had been showing signs of increased activity for several months prior to December 2018, with frequent eruptions that sent ash and lava into the sky. However, on the night of December 22nd, a major eruption caused a significant portion of the volcano's southwest flank to collapse into the sea. This sudden landslide triggered a tsunami that radiated out across the Sunda Strait, catching the nearby coastal communities completely off guard. The unique nature of this event lies in what made it so deadly. The tsunami was generated by a volcanic landslide rather than an earthquake. Tsunami warning systems in Indonesia are primarily designed to detect underwater earthquakes. Seismometers measure seismic activity, and if a quake above a certain magnitude occurs, coastal alarms are triggered to alert people to the possibility of a tsunami. However, landslide-generated tsunamis, like the one triggered by Anak Krakatoa, are not easily detected by these systems. When a section of the volcano collapsed, it displaced a massive amount of water, generating a powerful wave that reached nearby shores in minutes, offering no time for evacuation. The wave struck with immense force, leveling buildings, sweeping away vehicles and uprooting trees. In areas like the popular tourist destination of Tanjung Lesung on Java's western coast, people were caught entirely by surprise. Hundreds of vacationers and residents had been attending an outdoor concert on the beach when the wave hit. In an instant, the concert turned to chaos as the stage was swept away, and the crowd found themselves struggling to escape the relentless surge of water. Eyewitnesses described the wave as a dark, silent force, rushing in without warning and leaving devastation in its path. The toll was heavy. More than 400 people lost their lives, and thousands were injured or displaced. For many survivors, the most unsettling aspect of the disaster was its stealth. In a country accustomed to earthquakes and tsunamis, people are generally prepared to react when the ground starts to shake. But this time, there was no shaking, no rumbling, only a sudden deadly wave. In the days following the disaster, questions arose about the limitations of Indonesia's tsunami detection system. The Indonesian Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysical Agency, known as BMKG, was criticized for not issuing a warning. However, the reality is that the tsunami was nearly impossible to predict under the current system. BMKG's network of seismic sensors and tidal gauges is geared toward earthquake detection and cannot reliably detect tsunamis caused by volcanic activity or underwater landslides. The agency did its best to monitor the ongoing eruptions from Anak Krakatoa, but the system had no way of detecting the massive landslide that ultimately triggered the tsunami. In the aftermath, scientists and disaster response officials faced a new challenge: understanding and preparing for future landslide-generated tsunamis. Volcanic tsunamis, while rare, are among the hardest to predict. Anak Krakatoa remains active, and the potential for another eruption-induced landslide is a real and ongoing threat. Researchers have begun studying the structure of the volcano and the surrounding seafloor, to better understand how landslides might occur. They are also working on developing new monitoring technologies that could detect sudden displacements of land or water, though these systems are still in experimental stages. The 2018 Sunda Strait tsunami also highlighted the need for better public awareness of natural disaster signals beyond traditional warning systems. Unlike an earthquake, which creates noticeable tremors, landslide tsunamis give little or no natural warning. To address this, Indonesia has initiated efforts to educate the public on what to look for in case of unexpected waves or water anomalies. By training coastal residents and tourists to recognize unusual wave patterns, rapid changes in sea level, or other odd behaviors of the ocean, authorities hope to improve chances of survival if another event occurs. In addition, there are discussions about implementing more robust early warning systems across Indonesia. New technology is being explored, including the use of satellites, buoys, and underwater pressure sensors that could detect sudden changes in water displacement. However, these systems are costly and technically complex, particularly in a region as vast and diverse as Indonesia, where resources are often limited and many areas are difficult to access. In the years since the Sunda Strait disaster, Anak Krakatoa has continued to rumble and erupt sporadically, reminding people of the lingering threat it poses. Experts now understand that this type of tsunami may happen again, not only at Krakatoa but potentially at other volcanoes around the world that lie close to coastlines. As climate change and rising sea levels make coastal areas even more vulnerable to flooding, the need for robust monitoring systems and public preparedness becomes increasingly urgent. The Sunda Strait tsunami of 2018 serves as a sobering reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. The phantom tsunami, so named for its silence and lack of warning, left an indelible mark on the people of Indonesia. It underscored the importance of advancing disaster prediction technologies and educating the public about lesser-known hazards. As technology and research continue to improve, there is hope that future disasters of this kind can be anticipated and mitigated, potentially saving lives. But for now, the story of Anak Krakatoa and the Sunda Strait tsunami stands as a testament to both the beauty and danger of Indonesia's volcanic landscape, a reminder that in the ring of fire, one must always remain vigilant, for the unexpected can strike at any moment.